What happens in Vegas stays in Vegas, but not on The Bachelor. Hey there, hi there, ho there, Andrew here, and we are reviewing, recapping, and reacting to episode 4 of The Bachelor. Have you ever noticed when a supporting character takes over screen time? And I'll give you an example. Larry, Daryl, and Daryl on the Bob Newhart Show made it more the Larry, Daryl, and Daryl Show than the Bob Newhart Show. That is exactly what Olivia's doing on The Bachelor. We start today's episode with host Chris Harrison telling all the ladies that Ben is in Las Vegas and they are heading that way too. Lady Luck, please be on our side. The ladies arrive and they begin to freak out when they read a sign that welcomes them to Las Vegas and it has Ben's name on it. JoJo says that basically all the women fell in love right there. That's all it took? I guess they needed a sign. It really makes me think, is ABC looking for good candidates on this show, or are they just a bunch of body collectors using these women as fodder for the watching masses? To the first date card. I let my boyfriend Kayla reads out the date card and it says, JoJo, you set my heart on fire. Ben. Fire? What can that mean? Oh, look, they're on a rooftop. Oh, great, that means it's going to be a helicopter ride date. Again! And while they're waiting for their helicopter, they drink champagne until the helicopter blows away all the drinks and knocks over the table. The other ladies laugh from their hotel suite window until they see that Ben and JoJo start kissing behind the table that's knocked over. Wah, wah, wah. To the group date card. Before we get there, we keep seeing Olivia in confessional saying stuff about her and Ben, and I can't stand her. So Lauren H. reads out, Amanda, Jubilee, Kayla, Lauren B., Amber, Haley, Emily, Leah, Lauren H., Jennifer, Rachel, Olivia, show me what you got, Ben. That leaves Becca the Virgin out, so she gets the other one-on-one date. And Olivia's bummed. Aw, try and be chipper. So Ben and JoJo the Unicorn have a really boring date for the most of it. JoJo says to Ben that her previous boyfriend gave her insecurities. Yeah, okay. And that they dated for a year and a half, and she said that she was dedicated to the relationship, but there were other parties involved. So Ben asks if he cheated on her, and she doesn't say. That makes me think that she might have been the side chick. Come on, get a better story, JoJo. You're a terrible storyteller. So somehow this conversation does get her a rose, and they go to another rooftop. Come on, another rooftop. They were on a rooftop in LA. They're on a rooftop drinking champagne before the helicopter arrives. They're done talking here. Hey, let's go to another rooftop. So what happens when they're up on the rooftop? Oh, we get to see fireworks. Fireworks? Wait a minute. Is that supposed to be you set my heart on fire is fireworks? That's a stupid date, Ben. How about this? Picture it, Ben. A camp. Crystal Lake in view, maybe a tall tree to lay under, and a shady brook going by. Well, it's group date time, and since there's so many of them, we know they're not going to be taking a helicopter or a plane ride, and I would take a chance there's not going to be a hot tub. The ladies walk into a theater, and they see Terry Fader, famed ventriloquist. And I left my boyfriend Kayla says in a confessional, I love Terry Fader. I actually grew up watching him on TV. That line makes me want to scream out loud, but it won't show up because she is lying either because she can't think of anything else to say or because a producer told her to say that. And I'm going to explain that theory right now. You see, he won America's Got Talent in 2007, and that was almost 9 years ago. And she is 24, so that means that she was 15 or 16 when she saw him. He was on the audition show in the top 20, the top 10, the top 8, the top 4, and the finale. And that means he was on 6 shows while she was 15 or 16. She grew up watching him on TV? No. You know what I grew up on watching TV? DuckTales. And if you just said woohoo, then you're my kind of people. So this date is about talent, and Terry tells all the girls that they are going to show their personal talent to Ben via a talent show in front of 1,200 people. No pressure. Now there is enough props and wardrobe to make one unforgettable costume contest, and I actually thought I saw a killer kabuki dress in there, but nobody picked it out. And Olivia refuses to tell anybody what her talent is while all the other ones show them off. We got the twins doing some Irish dancing, and Jubilee plays the cello, and I see Lauren H. in a chicken suit. Come to think of it, it's a shame that Tiara the chicken enthusiast didn't make it this far. They could have done something together. And unfortunately, we don't see everybody's talent. But Lauren B. juggles, Amanda hula hoops, Kayla belly dances, Rachel has balloon animals for some reason. I think Leah was dressed as a clown, but do we get a chance to see what she does? No, we don't see Jack. Olivia is being the last one to show her talent, and she pops out of a cake. Wait a minute, so her talent is being a stripper? She kicks her legs, she shimmies on the stage, and I'm glad that the director didn't zoom in on her toes because that would have been scary, but one of her cankles goes and flies off, hits a group of nuns in the front row. Okay, that didn't happen. And Terry Fader jokes with all the ladies via puppet when they're done their act, but for Olivia, he says, what part of talent competition didn't you understand? The ladies go back after the show and they are celebrating that they did something bold and they are very proud of themselves. Except for Olivia. She has a panic attack. No, she doesn't. A real panic attack on this show would have involved an EMT, an ambulance. Neither one of them showed up. What we get is Rachel consoling Olivia like she is her own personal caretaker. To the cocktail party. I left my boyfriend Kayla, grabs Ben first and sits him down, wrapping her legs and arms around him and kisses him. It's nice to see somebody start off the night instead of Olivia. We get a confessional shot of Emily saying how much she doesn't like Olivia and hey, thanks for catching up with the rest of us. We see Lauren H. spend some time with Ben and the Ben puppet, which is called Little Ben. Now, last episode, Lauren H. said she didn't really have any ball handling skills during the soccer match, but in this episode, you can see she really knows how to handle Little Ben. Ben finally ends up with Olivia, who has been drinking heavily tonight, and I hear that candy is dandy, but liquor is quicker. And during that time, Olivia apologizes for her being her, and then Ben goes and spends some other time with the ladies like the twins separately, and also Lauren B. But Olivia comes back to interrupt the other ladies to apologize again, trying to force a kiss on him, and I really feel like she is going into the further realms of lace here. But the group date ends and the rose goes to punny girl Lauren B. To the second one-on-one. Back at the hotel room, Becca the Virgin gets a wedding dress. Good thing it's white from Ben and a message saying, get dressed. It's a big day. Haley says in a confessional shot that she would love to marry Ben on a first date, and Haley, might I suggest that you run to another show? Becca ends up at the Little White Wedding Chapel, and Ben is already there in a tux and says, Becca, will you marry other people with me? What? Okay, that's actually kind of a neat idea. Ben got ordained and Becca and Ben are going to marry people together. I know that these girls have to share their one-on-one date stories, and to be honest, JoJo's rooftop date looks really bad. So when Ben and Becca are finally done marrying the plague of desperate to be wedded now couples, they end up at the Neon Museum. Now, think of the Neon Museum being kind of like a movie studio's old boneyard where they lay old props outside, kind of like a cemetery. But there is no graveyard review there because there is no private concert to be held and no hot tub, so thank you for breaking those cycles. So what they do is they talk about Becca's experience in the last Bachelor show and her lack of experience of being a virgin. They talk about faith, they kiss, and she gets a rose. And in the next morning, host Harrison mentions to the girls Ben has made a last-minute decision and he wants to have a 2-on-1 date with Emily and Haley, the twins. It's a double feature! And it's technically a hometown date too because they're in Las Vegas and the twins are from Vegas. So Ben takes a limo with the twins to their mom's house located on Elm Street where the twins still live. I'm kidding about that. I just pictured the twins playing jump rope in front of their house, and that's really creepy. So they meet the twins' mom and her numerous dogs, and I hope she doesn't have some type of strict land management or HOA. I mean, dogs can be pretty loud. So the mom is everything that you could think a stereotypical Vegas mom would be. We got the spray tan, we've got the platinum blonde hair, and hey, good on you, Mama Bear. Speaking of Mama Bear, where's Papa Bear? We don't see one in the episode, but what we do see is the girls' bedrooms, and they each have their own, which is a shame because I kind of pictured them sharing one and maybe even having bunk beds. So Ben goes into Haley's room first, and for some reason, there's pictures of her ex-boyfriend around. I'm gonna just go ahead and raise this right here. Ben then goes into Emily's room where she makes the case that she is the better twin. And after all of that, Ben gets a chance to speak to the mom because he wants to know the girls from a mom's point of view. And the only thing that we get out of her is that Haley takes a little bit longer to warm up and Emily is considered the more aggressive one. So after spending some time with all three ladies, Ben does something completely shocking. He decides to eliminate Haley right there in front of her twin sister and their mom. What? If that happened in front of my family, there would be complete havoc. So both girls cry and Ben leaves with Emily. To the cocktail party. You know, thinking about it, I'm kind of surprised the cocktail parties aren't sponsored yet like the dates are. I'm kind of expecting to see a Walker Blue or Black Label show up. You know, because there are drinks there and we know Olivia's going to get her drink on. So small business Jennifer decides that she's going to steal Ben first before all of the blitzkrieg of interruptions show up. And of course, Olivia is the first one to interrupt. Olivia apologizes for being herself again. She also mentions that she has no talent jumping out of a cake, but she does have talent eating it. Why is it that I feel that Olivia is the type of person that would purge out all of that cheesecake just to make sure that her cankles didn't get any bigger? So Olivia leaves Ben and goes to talk to Jojo the unicorn. What do they talk about? Well, Olivia tells Jojo the unicorn that she told Ben that she was falling for him. Olivia, not Jojo. Jojo mentions the fact that she would never say something like that to Ben unless she knew that it was reciprocated. Olivia says that it was. Liar! Ben did not reciprocate once. We get a chance to see Jubilee meet up with Ben, and she mentions to him how she is insecure, and that is something that's gotta stop. Nothing is more unattractive than someone that is completely insecure. Whether you are a man or a woman, it is like fishing for compliments, and it gets old real quick. To the rose ceremony. And during the callouts of the roses, we get a chance to see confessional shots of Olivia. Over and over. And what is she doing? She's standing there like some type of supreme gladiator in front of the hellgate of eternity, unflinching, saying, "I'm not going anywhere." Oh, I hope you are. Ben gives out the roses in the order of. First, Amanda. Have you noticed she's been getting roses first lately? Lauren H., Jubilee, Emily. Kinda saw that one coming since he dumped her sister earlier. Kayla, and then Jennifer. And oddly enough, Olivia says out in the group, seriously, when Jennifer goes by, let her go. I can't stand that woman. Leah and Olivia. So that means the eliminated people were Haley the twin, who left the drama for her mama, Amber, who is the mother hen and enforcer of all the other ladies' feelings, which now leaves to go and pick up another check working for another Bachelor show. See you in Bachelor Paradise on your 4th attempt. And Rachel, who cannot pick up a check because she's still unemployed. Rachel says in her exit interview that she hadn't kissed Ben yet and that she thinks that maybe she should have put herself out some more. You had 4 weeks! I would have dumped you. We then get a chance to see Amber in the background crying, saying that she knew this was going to happen. Oh, sweetie, we all knew it was going to happen. Oh, and all hail the network at ABC for coming up with next week's teaser. We see a clip of Olivia not understanding why Ben likes Amanda because she has kids. And she says to Amanda that she feels like she's watching Teen Mom. What? And then we see Amanda tell Ben that she feels that she's being targeted by Olivia, and then Ben asks to speak with Olivia. Please, Ben, usher that woman out the door already. And as always, if you like the video, make sure you tap the like button, share with your friends, and don't forget to subscribe so you get notified the moment I upload. And I will see you in the next video.
I'm Larry. This is my brother Daryl. This is my other brother Daryl.